good morning students. In the previous session we have started lesson number 12, perimeter and area. In that we have seen the definition for perimeter. What is perimeter? Perimeter means the sum of the length of all the sides of a closed figure is called perimeter of that figure. Then after that we have seen the formula to find out perimeter of square and perimeter of rectangle. So what is the formula to find out perimeter of square? Perimeter of square is equal to 4 into side, 4 multiplied by side, and perimeter of rectangle is equal to 2 into length plus 2 into breadth. Okay. Now today we will start with practice set 44. Practice set 44, question number 1. If the length and breadth of a rectangle are doubled, how many times the perimeter of the old rectangle will that of the new rectangle be? So let's start now. First question. If the length and breadth of a rectangle are doubled, then how many times the perimeter of the old rectangle will that of the new rectangle be? So let the length of old rectangle is equal to L. We will consider the length of old rectangle, that is L, and the breadth of old rectangle is B. Now we will find out the perimeter of the old rectangle. So what is the formula to find out perimeter of a rectangle? That is 2 into length plus 2 into breadth, or we can write it as 2 outside the bracket, inside the bracket, length plus breadth, bracket complete. Okay, so this is the formula, 2 in bracket length plus breadth. So 2 multiplied by what is length here? The length of old rectangle is L, so 2 into L, and what is the breadth? That is B. So 2 outside the bracket, inside the bracket, L plus B. Why? Because the length of an old rectangle is L and the breadth of the old rectangle is B. So L plus B. Now the next is, when the length and breadth of the rectangle are doubled, then this is the perimeter of the old rectangle. Now we have to find out perimeter of the new rectangle. So what is the length and what is the breadth of the new rectangle? In the question it is given length and breadth of a rectangle are doubled. So when the length and breadth of the rectangle are doubled, then okay. Now when the length and breadth of the rectangle are doubled, then length of the new rectangle. Okay. What is the length of the old rectangle? That is L. So if it is doubled means what? 2 times L, right? So length of the new rectangle is 2L now, and breadth of the new rectangle is 2B. Why? Because the breadth of the rectangle, old rectangle is B. Now breadth of the new rectangle is what? 2B. Twice it is. It is doubled, means 2B. Okay, hope you are clear. First we will write down the length of the old rectangle, breadth of the old rectangle. That is, length of the old rectangle is L and breadth of the old rectangle is B. Then we will find out the perimeter of the old rectangle. That is 2 into length plus breadth. Okay, so 2 outside the bracket, inside the bracket, L plus B. Now when the length and breadth of the rectangle are doubled, firstly it was L, length is L and breadth is B. Now it is doubled, means 2L. What is the length of a new rectangle now? 2L. It is doubled. And what is the breadth of the new rectangle? 2B. Yes, firstly it was B. It is doubled, means 2B. Now we will find out perimeter of the new rectangle. Again the same formula we will write down, 2 outside the bracket, inside the bracket, length plus breadth. Okay, perimeter of the new rectangle is equal to 2 outside the bracket, inside the bracket, length plus breadth. Now we will put the values. See here, 2. Now what is the length of the new rectangle? As we are finding the perimeter of the new rectangle, so we will write down the length of the new rectangle, not the old one. Okay, and the breadth of the new rectangle. So what is the length of the new rectangle? 2L. And what is the breadth of the new rectangle? 2B. So put the values. Here it is 2L and here it is 2B. Okay. Now 2 outside the bracket, this we will write it as it is. Now 2L plus 2B. So 2 we will take it outside. So what is there inside the bracket? L plus B. 2L plus 2B. See here, 2L plus 2B. In this we will take 2 outside the bracket. So what is there inside now? L plus B, right? So 2 into 2 and in the bracket L plus B. Now 2 multiplied by 2 into L plus B is what? perimeter of the old rectangle. Yes, as we have seen in the first part, what is the perimeter of the old rectangle? 2 multiplied by L plus B. See here we got the perimeter of the old rectangle. So 2 multiplied by perimeter of the old rectangle, right? In the bracket also we will mention this. Therefore, perimeter of the old rectangle is equal to 2 into in bracket L plus B. So 2 multiplied by perimeter of the old rectangle. Okay. Hence, the perimeter of the new rectangle will become 2 times of the perimeter of the old rectangle. And this is the final statement. From this we understood that the perimeter of the old rectangle, hence the perimeter of the new rectangle will become 2 times of the perimeter of the old rectangle. Okay. So this is the final statement you will write down. As from this 2 into perimeter of the old rectangle means the perimeter of the new rectangle will become 2 times of the perimeter of the old rectangle. Okay, I hope you are clear with this sum. Now we'll start with the next sum, that is second question. So this is the second question. If the side of a square is tripled, how many times the perimeter of the first square will that of the new square be? So first we'll write down, let the length of each side of the old square. Okay, first we will find out perimeter of the old square, then we will find out perimeter of the new square. So if the side of a square is tripled, first we will take, let the length of each side of the old square is A. We will consider it as A. Now what is the perimeter of the old square? What is the formula to find out perimeter of square? 4 multiplied by side, right? So 4 multiplied by side is what? A. So 4 multiplied by A, that is 4A. So this is the first statement. Okay. So first what we will do? We will consider let the length of each side of the old square is A. So what is its perimeter? Perimeter is equal to 4 multiplied by side. Side is A. So 4 multiplied by A means 4A. Okay, this is the perimeter of the old square. Now, when the length of each side of the square is triple. Now it is given in the question, if the side of a square is triple. Triple means 3 times. Double means 2 times and triple means 3 times. So when the length of each side of the square is tripled means 3 times, then length of each side of the new square is equal to 3A. Why we have written here 3A? Because at first the length of the side of the old square is A. Now it is triple means 3 times. So what will be the side of the new square? 3A. Yes. Firstly it was A. If it is triple means 3A. If it is double means 2A. Okay. Hope you are clear till here. Now this is what? This is the side of the new square. Now we will find out perimeter of the new square. So this is the next step. Length of each side of the new square is equal to 3A. Now what is the side of the new square? 3A, right? Now we will find out perimeter of the new square. What is the formula? The formula is same, 4 multiplied by side. So 4 multiplied by side is what? 3A. Okay. So 4 3s are 12A. Now 12A is equal to 3 multiplied by 4A. These also we can write it as 12A. We can write it as 3 multiplied by 4A. Okay. This is the second statement. We will write 12A is equal to 3 multiplied by 4A. Now we know 4A is what? From 1 and 2. 4A is what? 4A is the perimeter of the old square, right? In the first part we have seen perimeter of the old square is equal to 4A. So 3 multiplied by 4A. 4A is what? Perimeter of the old square. Therefore from 1 and 2, what is the perimeter of the new square now? Perimeter of the new square is equal to 3 multiplied by perimeter of the old square. Means the perimeter of the new square will become 3 times of the perimeter of the old square. Now what is the perimeter of the new square? Perimeter of the new square is equal to 3 times of the perimeter of the old square. Okay, hope we are clear with this sum. So this is the second sum. Now we'll start with the next sum. Once again we will revise the second one from this step. So firstly, the side of a square, the side of an old square is A. Okay, and what is its perimeter? Perimeter of an old square is equal to 4 multiplied by side, means 4 multiplied by A, that is 4A, right? Now if the side of a square is tripled, means it is 3A. Now if the side of a new square is 3A, what is its perimeter? 4 multiplied by side means 4 multiplied by 3a. So 4 3s are 12a. Okay, this is what perimeter of the new square. Now 12a we can write it as 3 multiplied by 4a, where 4a is what? 4a is the perimeter of the old square. Means what is the perimeter of the new square? Perimeter of the new square is equal to 3 multiplied by perimeter of the old square, means it is 3 times. So from this we have proved that the perimeter of the new square will become 3 times of the perimeter of the old square. Okay. Now we'll start with the next sum. Okay, so this is third sum. Given alongside is the diagram of a playground. It shows the length of its sides. Find the perimeter of the playground. Now here one figure is given. This is the diagram of a playground. We will find out the perimeter of the playground. In this, first what we will do is, the figure is given. First we will draw it here and we will join these sides. Then here we will get the rectangle. Okay. Now in the solution, first we will write down length of each side. AP means this side is equal to, what is the length of AP? Length of AP is equal to AB plus BP. Okay. What is the length of AP? Length of AP is equal to length of AB plus length of BP. Right. Now AB plus CD. Why we are written here CD? Because length of BP is not given. That is equal to CD. See, this is given 5 meter. So BP is also what? BP is equal to CD. This side is equal to this side. Therefore, length of AP is equal to AB plus CD. Right? What of AB? That is 10. And what is the length of CD? 5. So 10 plus 5, that is 15 meter. So what is the length of AP now? This is 15 meter. Now PE, the next side, that is PE. See this. So this we will find out. Now length of PE is equal to PD plus DE. Right? Now PD is not given, but length of BC is given, which is similar to length of PD. Right? So in place of PD we can take the measure of length of BC. Why? Because length of BC is equal to length of PD. Okay. So what is the length of BC? That is 15, which is given here. And what is the length of DE? That is 15. So 15 plus 15, that is 30 meter. Okay. So these we got it as 30 meter. 15 plus 15, that is 30 meter. Right. And what else is given? EF is given 15 meter and AF is given 30 meter. Now we got measure of all the 4 sides. Okay. This was given in the question and this was given. So we will find out this and this side. Okay. How you will find out length of AP? Length of AP is equal to length of AB plus BP. But BP is not given, but BP is similar to CD. Right? So 10 plus 5, that is 15. So length of AP is 15 meter. And now we will find out PE. How you will find out PE? PE is equal to PD plus DE. In this, DE is given 15 meter and PD is not given, but PD is equal to length of BC. So length of BC is 15, means length of PD also 15. So 15 plus 15, that is 30 meter. Now this is 30 meter, this is 30 meter, this is 15 and this is 15. Now we can add all the 4 sides to find out perimeter. Okay. So the perimeter of the playground is equal to, as you can see here, length of AP plus this side AP plus PE, this side plus EF, this plus AF, or you can write down FA. So we will add all the 4 sides. Now what is the length of AP? AP is 15. Okay. Here we got AP as 15. Length of PE we got it as 30. So this is 30. This is 15, which is given in the question. And this is 30. So we will put all the values and we will add all the numbers. 15 plus 30 plus 15 plus 30. We will add all the 4 numbers. What is the answer? 90. And what is the unit? M, that is meter. So therefore the perimeter of the playground is 90 meter. Okay. I hope you have the third sum. So what we have learned today, we have solved first, second and third example 44. Okay, so today we'll stop till here. In the next session we will start with the next question. Thank you so